What's up, you guys? Happy weekend. Welcome to Hollyscoop's Moments of the Week. I'm Maddison Hill.
And I'm Courtney Revolution. I don't know what this is.
I liked that, though. It's very weekend-ish. It's a long weekend, too, which is exciting. And I love a good long weekend. I know. But a lot did go down this week, you guys. We're talking about Usher coming for Nicki Minaj. All of the Tristan Thompson alleged baby mama drama. Make sure we put that alleged term in there, speculation, not confirmation, to use a word from your dictionary. And we also have a few other headlines we didn't have time to discuss. But first off, let's kick it off talking about Nicki Minaj and Usher, because this was a very large story this week that you and I felt very passionate about. Yes, an understatement, if you will. So Usher recently went live on Instagram with Swizz Beatz, and they were talking about all of the upcoming versus battles. If you guys haven't seen those on Instagram, they're amazing. Two huge artists battle it out hit for hit. It's so good. And he was saying, a lot of people have been asking to see Lil' Kim versus Foxy Brown, Lil' Kim versus Nicki, and Usher decided to pipe in and say, quote, "Nah, Nicki is a product of Lil' Kim."
Maddison, I really just would like to reiterate, honestly, just to drive my point home this week, Lil' Kim and Nicki Minaj are not peers. I feel like Usher, I feel like his intent wasn't to be mean, but I felt like it was a very condescending statement. I feel like a better statement would be, you know what, let's pair Lil' Kim with someone more appropriate. Lil' Kim Foxy, Lil' Kim Eve, Lil' Kim Queen Latifah, not Nicki Minaj, who has light years surpassed, a decade and some change, things that Lil' Kim has done. She's a great artist. She is a legend. She is an icon. She did bring fashion to the female rap arena, but I just don't feel like it's an appropriate or fair battle.
No, I completely agree with you. I also feel like Usher and Nicki have worked together, which is why maybe I was a little taken back by this comment, because he had to have known how people would react. I mean, if you're in the industry and you don't know how the Barbs react when people come for Nicki, you should educate yourself quickly, because they will come. They will come.
It's swift and vicious, girl.
Right, exactly. And I guess for me, I just feel like we talk a lot about the Nicki Minaj hate train. Like, people just love to get on and hate for no reason. And I feel like Usher kind of succumbed to peer pressure almost, to be like, oh yeah, well, I have to make a comment about Nicki and Lil' Kim because everyone compares Nicki and Lil' Kim, so let me just throw a little dig in there. And I agree with you. I don't think his intention was necessarily bad, because I think he does like Nicki Minaj, but unfortunately he just gave in, and now it looks so bad.
Yeah, it almost kind of felt like a foot and mouth moment. He didn't even realize exactly what he said. You know what I mean? When you're trying to say something and you just say it the wrong way, come out like word vomit, girl. I think that was what was going on.
Yep, and I'm sure now, after the Barbs have showed him the light in maybe, a controlling way, it's fine. Hopefully now he understands to never do that again. Fingers crossed.
Maddison, I can only hope.
Same.
Only hope.
But let's move on and talk about Tristan Thompson and this alleged baby mom. So you guys know this woman, Kimberly Alexander. She is the woman who claimed that she made Tristan Thompson go take a DNA test. It came back negative, and she claimed that he fabricated the results at this DNA testing center. It's been a whole situation and a half, and we have been loving everything. The drama.
That's what I'm calling it. A dramatic spectacle of a situation.
Yes, and we are sitting there front row with our popcorn. But this week, Tristan actually filed a lawsuit against this woman. Again, her name is Kimberly Alexander. And in the court documents obtained by Us Weekly, Tristan calls her a, quote, wannabe social media influencer and pornographic model performer who is desperate to achieve her 15 minutes of fame that she recently fabricated the false claim that he is the father of her nearly 5-year-old son. In the documents, Tristan and his attorney are coming for her due to claims that she made against Tristan, calling him a deadbeat dad, saying that he's neglected his child financially. They're claiming that these statements are false and defamatory, and all we know from the lawsuit is that Tristan is seeking unspecified damages and a trial by jury, which is interesting.
I feel like the tone of that is defamatory towards Kim. You know what I mean? Like they're trying to make her sound like sleazy, like desperate, thirsty, like thought bucket. You know what I mean? I don't like that. You know what I mean? Because people in the adult industry, they're making their money and they're making their money legally. So why do you have to say it in a way like she's trying to get some of yours? She already has her own, clearly. She hasn't backed down. She has enough money to afford her legal services. So.
Exactly. And what they're referring to is her OnlyFans account. As far as I know, that's the only extent of her adult whatever career. But what's great is she actually clapped back to these claims. And I think for you and I, this has been the biggest thing, the fact that she does not back down against the Kardashians, against Tristan Thompson. And she actually, I know, she posted on her Instagram story, which her Instagram is private, but she wrote, "Does having an OnlyFans make you a porn star? Asking for myself. Sounds like the pot calling the kettle black. Whole family made it off one porn tape."
You got to know your history. You got to know your history before you throw some dick crap like that. She's not wrong. These are the facts. Right.
And I kind of loved that she clapped back. I have to admit, I loved it.
Maddison, because she, for me personally, I feel like I can read a truthful person when they can so obviously and confidently stand in their conviction. This woman is not backing down. It appears to me like she's been saving her money for this battle and she is ready to come in guns blazing. I support her. Go off, Kim.
Me too. And I'm like, what if she has this OnlyFans account to literally strictly pay for her legal bills? I think if anything, that makes Tristan sound even worse for coming after her. And I agree. Trying to kind of paint her as this clout chasing side chick who he like hooked up with one time. I think the fact that she is sticking to her convictions, honestly, I hope that a DNA test takes place. I hope that they publicly publish the results, because I think if they don't put the results out there, the speculation is going to continue.
Yes, ma'am. We need to see it. We have to see the receipt on this. You know, I suggested they go on Maury. They could still go on Maury. Maury, come on out. Come on over. I'm just saying I support it.
I think then Maury can get a bag. The younger generation can learn who he is. He is very important to pop culture. I agree with you. I think this is really a case, the only case for him. Really.
I know. I want to call Povich.
Please. Okay, let's get into the other headlines we didn't have time to discuss. The first one, I'm not going to lie to you, selfish edition about Brad Pitt. So, I don't know if you knew this, but he's actually from Springfield, Missouri. Fun fact. Springfield, Missouri. Which is like an hour and a half, right? I was like, okay, which is an hour and a half from Kansas City. But he actually left a special message for the graduates of Missouri State, which is the college in Springfield. And it was so cute. It was on Twitter. The dean of their school was like, "We have a special message from Brad Pitt." And he like showed it on the iPhone, and the school mascot was there. It's really cute. It's just really cute.
That's cute, Madison. I like that the celebrities are sort of helping the morale for these classes of students that don't have the experiences of the prom and the graduation. That's awful. Imagine, you go through these years of schooling, you don't have a moment to celebrate. The least you can get is a celebrity cameo moment. I'm here for it.
Right? And I guess for me, I think Brad Pitt, obviously he went through it, but this does tell me that he is humble and he does have a good bone in his body. He does have a good heart. And I love that it was Missouri. He actually went to my college for like a little bit before he got, realized he wanted to go to LA and become an actor. But there's a bar in our college town that Shiloh was named after. We have a bar called Shiloh, and that's why his town is Shiloh. Fun fact.
That's cute, man.
Missouri.
Come on, Brad Pitt.
Yay, Missouri. Yes. Okay, the last thing we're going to talk about is Sia. We just briefly mentioned this on the morning tea, but I think this is a really good positivity story. This week it was revealed that she adopted 2 18-year-old boys in 2019. She confirmed the news in an interview with SiriusXM, the Monday Morning Mashup. She said that she wanted to legally bring them into the family because they were, quote, aging out of the foster care system. I just think, wow. We rarely hear from Sia other. Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, what happens to children that age out of the foster care system? Where do they go? What do they do? What kind of guidance do they have? I think that's wonderful.
No, I think so too. And clearly, I don't know what happens, but I believe it's just kind of like you're on your own. And I think that's amazing that Sia did that. And what a gift. What a gift. And she said they're both doing really big things. They're doing great. They're really helpful around the house. They're doing all of these educational things. And I also love that it was kept quiet. She revealed it on her own time. And that speaks volumes to me.
It's not exploitive. It's her family at this point. You know what I mean? You would never want to exploit your family. So I get it. That was appropriate. Shout out to her.
Exactly. Yeah, shout out to Sia, you guys. Now it's time to let us know what you think about everything we talked about. What is your reaction to Usher shading Nicki Minaj? What do you think about Tristan Thompson and that whole situation? And also, what do you think of the other headlines we discussed? Let it out down below. Don't forget to tune into the Morning Tea Monday, 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. And we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.